My love, you are truly a very different person, someone who stands apart from everyone I've ever known. You are not my usual type, not the kind of person I would have imagined myself falling for. You are so different from the people I've dated in the past, and yet, despite that difference, or maybe because of it, I find myself drawn to you in a way I can't quite explain. There's this quiet, magnetic pull between us, as if some invisible string connects our souls and keeps tugging us closer, no matter how far apart we try to stand. I can't help but feel that there's something deeper at play, something that goes beyond logic or preference. Whenever you're around, my heart feels lighter, and the world seems to quiet down. I find myself wanting to be near you, to hear your voice, to see the way your eyes move when you're lost in thought. I don't know what it is about you that makes me want to spend more and more time with you, but it's there, and it's powerful. You are quiet, almost reserved. You don't seek attention, you don't try to stand out, and yet somehow, you do. You're the kind of person who can sit in a room full of people and say nothing, but still, everyone can feel your presence. You speak only when you have something meaningful to say, and you carry yourself with this calm confidence that doesn't need to prove itself. You hardly talk to new people, you keep your circle small and your world peaceful. You seem content in your own space, unbothered by the noise and chaos that most of us chase. You never even tried to get my attention. In fact, I'm not sure you even noticed when I started looking your way, when my eyes began searching for you in every crowd. You were just being yourself, simple, grounded, and real, and maybe that's what caught me off guard. I've watched you from a distance, minding your own business, focusing on what matters to you. You're sincere and hardworking, the kind of person who takes every task seriously and gives your best without expecting applause. You don't waste time on drama or meaningless distractions. You live with purpose, even if quietly. You have a small circle of close friends, and with them, you're open and genuine. I've noticed how loyal you are to those you care about, how you listen to them without judgment and always show up when they need you. I've also seen how you keep your boundaries clear. When people approach you with interest and you don't feel the same, you don't play with their emotions or lead them on. You're honest, even when honesty might hurt, because you respect people's feelings. That says so much about your character. You're someone who believes in true love. I can see that even if you never say it out loud. Deep down, you're a hopeless romantic, though you might not show it easily. You don't believe in fleeting connections or casual flings just for the sake of fun. You want something real, something that feels right. You value sincerity over excitement, depth over convenience, meaning over momentary pleasure. I admire that about you more than you can imagine. Maybe it's your quiet strength, your sense of self, or your refusal to settle for less than what's genuine that makes me want to know you even more. In a world where so many people rush into relationships without knowing what they want, you stand out because you're patient, thoughtful, and intentional. I've also discovered that you have an incredible sense of humor. It's not loud or attention-seeking, but it's sharp and witty. You know how to laugh at life, and you don't take small things too seriously. You don't get offended over trivial matters, and that's such a rare quality these days. You can be savage when the situation calls for it, but it's never cruel. You always know how to balance honesty with kindness. You can make others laugh without putting anyone down. I love that about you. You're fun to be around, easy to talk to, and comfortable to sit in silence with. You bring a kind of peace that's hard to describe. I feel like I can be real around you. There's something about the way you look at people, with eyes that seem to see beyond what's on the surface. Your gaze is calm but piercing, gentle but knowing. When you look at me, it feels as though you can see through every layer I've built to protect myself. I don't think I could lie to you even if I tried, you'd catch it instantly. You read people so well, and that makes you different. It's not just your looks or your words, it's your entire presence. You're composed, grounded, and cool in the truest sense of the word. I can't help but admire that. I want to spend more time with you, to understand the way your mind works, to hear what you think about life, love, and everything in between. When I'm around you, I feel a sense of calm that's hard to find anywhere else. You make me feel at peace, like I can finally breathe without worrying about how I come across. Around you, I don't feel the need to be perfect or to hide my quirks. I can be goofy, awkward, or completely unfiltered, and you still make me feel accepted. That's something rare. With you, it's not about trying too hard, it's about just being. That's one of the many reasons why I'm drawn to you. You truly are an amazing person. Everything I've seen and learned about you so far only makes me like you more. I find myself thinking about you at the most random moments, wondering what you're doing, what's on your mind, or whether you ever think of me too. I want to keep getting to know you, to learn your stories, your dreams, your fears, and the little things that make you who you are. There's also something else I've been meaning to tell you. I wanted to take a moment to talk about something that's been on my mind lately, something I've noticed about you that I deeply admire. You have this remarkable ability to notice what's really going on beneath the surface. You see things that others might overlook, and you speak the truth, even when it's uncomfortable. You don't sugarcoat reality or pretend everything is fine when it isn't. You have a quiet kind of courage, the kind that doesn't need to make noise but still makes an impact. It's not easy to be like that. Most people shy away from confrontation or difficult conversations. They hide behind politeness or avoidance, trying to keep things smooth even when it means burying what's real. But not you. You face things head-on. When something's wrong, you acknowledge it. When someone is hurting, you don't turn away. You show up, and you speak up. That takes strength, and it takes compassion. I admire you for that deeply. Your honesty is something rare and beautiful. It shows that you care about people, about truth, about integrity. You're not afraid to be vulnerable when it matters. You know that facing pain or discomfort is sometimes the only way to heal or move forward. You remind me that honesty doesn't always have to be harsh, it can be gentle, loving, and healing too. You use your words with purpose, and even when you point out something difficult, you do it in a way that helps rather than hurts. I know that kind of openness isn't easy. It takes courage to confront emotions, to deal with misunderstandings, or to admit when things aren't perfect. Sometimes it's so tempting to just smile and act like everything's fine, especially when it comes to relationships. But pretending only delays the truth, and in the end, it makes things worse. You understand that, and you choose the harder but more meaningful path, honesty. That's what makes you so special. You've shown me that being real is worth the risk. Watching the way you handle difficult moments, how you choose to speak the truth with kindness, has made me want to be more like that too. It's inspired me to stop running from uncomfortable emotions and to face them with grace, just like you do. You've taught me that being strong doesn't mean being cold or distant, it means being brave enough to care deeply even when it's hard. I truly believe that people like you make the world better. You bring light to others not by pretending to be perfect but by being authentic. You make people feel safe, understood, and seen. Even in silence, you have this comforting energy that tells others it's okay to be themselves. You remind me that love and friendship aren't about grand gestures, they're about presence, honesty, and trust. So I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you for being the kind of person who doesn't shy away from truth or difficulty. Thank you for facing life with honesty, for speaking with courage, and for showing that vulnerability isn't a weakness, it's strength in its purest form. Thank you for being someone I can look up to, someone who makes me want to be a better version of myself. You have no idea how much your presence means to me. Even on days when we don't talk, just thinking about you brings a sense of calm. You've become this quiet, steady part of my life, someone who brings peace simply by being who you are. And maybe that's what love really is, not fireworks or constant excitement, but a gentle, lasting connection that makes life feel a little softer. I don't know where life will take us or what the future holds, but I do know this: I'm grateful for you. Grateful that our paths crossed, that I got to see this side of you, that I get to feel something so real and grounding. You are special in ways words can hardly capture. So, my love, thank you for your honesty, your humor, your calmness, and your warmth. Thank you for letting me see who you truly are. I hope that as time goes on, we'll have the chance to know each other more deeply. I want to learn everything that makes you who you are, and I want you to know me too, beyond the surface, beyond the words. You've shown me that real connection doesn't need to be rushed or forced. It grows slowly, quietly, and beautifully, just like the way my feelings for you have grown. I don't need perfection with you. I just need realness. And with you, I have that. Thank you for being such an incredible person, for being brave, honest, and kind. Thank you for simply being you.